Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am making some beaded dangles, things to hang from the edge of our journal pages or from the edge of a tag or anything in the world. I love beads and I love dangling beads, and so you can hang them on your purse. You can do anything in the world with them. Okay, so I've got some pretty tiny wire right here, so it's not going to be real strong. It's 24 gauge because I've got some crystals that I want to put in there. So all I did was I made a little swirl at the bottom with my round nose pliers, and I'm just using these nylon jaws to make just a cute little swirl, and that is just to hold my beads on. So I've got some head pins and I've got some eye pins, but what if you didn't? What if you didn't have any head pins or eye pins? You can make your own. So this is going to be like a head pin, but it's going to have this cute little swirl at the bottom too. Okay, so I am going to load on a crystal. These are Swarovski crystals. There's a little peachy pink color. And let's see, then I'm going to put on a bead cap, and I'm going to take one of these, this right here, this pink pearl, and then I'm going to put a bead cap on top. So here's what we have so far. And I think I will take one more of the little peachy pink, tiny, and really that's all there is to it. Now this is tiny, but I'm always needing just a little something to dangle on the edge, and I hardly ever have any tiny ones. So that's why I'm making it so tiny. So I got my round nose pliers. I bend the wire over, okay, bend it over, and then I move my pliers from here to here, okay? So they were here, I moved them to here. Then I'm going to bring that wire up and over, so everything's pointing down to the ground again, okay? And I'm going to move my pliers and so that the wire's in the bottom jaw. I hope you can see. And this is 24 gauge wire, so it's very easy to bend. So I'm just going to wrap it, and I'm feeling when these get tight. They feel tight to me. So when they get tight, I take my little flush cutters, cut that off as close as I can, and then I'm going to take that little bitty end and just tuck it in, and there's one. It's that easy, that fast. So there's a cute little pink one. So let's do another one. So you can see where you could just make a bunch of these if you wanted to. But I always start with a swirl because that keeps my beads from falling off. You don't want them to fall off the end. So I've got a little circle started, and I'm going to take my nylon jaws, and I'm just going to start making my swirl. It can be as long, I could stop right there. I could go larger, whatever you want to do. Now, if you see, I forgot to show you this a while ago, the wire is still coiling around. So I just took my round nose right at the base, and I stood it up so that it's a little more straight down to the end of that. All right. Now, I got a lot of wire this time. I don't know why. I was so generous. This has got a little crimp on the end, so I'm just going to get that out of the way. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do this time? Check this bead out. Is that the prettiest? It's green glass, but it has an aurora borealis finish on some of the sides, which just really gives it a beautiful sparkle to it. So I'm going to use it. Let's start with, I'm going to say, since we're going green, let's go with one of these little bitty green crystals right here. Boy, that's got a tiny hole. All right, then I'm going to put a bead cap, and then let's load this guy on and see what he looks like. Ha ha ha, that is pretty neat. I do like that bead. I don't even know where I got it from. Put a bead cap on top, and let's put another green crystal on top of that. So here's what we have so far, okay? Just a little tiny dangle. All right, so I'm going to take my pliers again, my round nose. I'm at the tiny end. I'm going to bend this over. Okay, just bend it over like that. Then I'm going to rotate my pliers from here to here. So they were here. So if you're looking at the floor, my pliers are parallel to the floor. Then I'm going to rotate them. Now they're parallel to the wall. Hopefully that makes sense. Bring that wire around the top. Put the bottom jaw in there. Okay, see where I'm at? And we're going to take this wire and we are going to wrap. Got a little more room on this one until the beads are tight. A little bit more, maybe one more time. Feel it. Okay, and now they're tight. We are going to flush cut that off. If I can get up in there. There we go. And then I'm going to take these, and I'm just pushing that little end down so that it's, well, correction. I'm trying to push that little end down. It says, I don't want to go. And you got to be real careful when you're working with crystals. I have crushed crystals before trying to tuck that silly little end down in there. I'd end up crushing my crystal. So I've got that in there, but now he's all ski-watchy. And my coil on the bottom needs to be tightened. He kind of came untightened. And it needs to stand back up where I had it. There we go. All right, now, so there's another one. Very simple. Still a little ski-watchy. I'll have to work on him just a little bit more because I ain't real happy with the way he's standing up there. But you get the point. This is a reason I don't usually play with 24 gauge wire too much. It is very, very easily bendable. So every time you bend it or bump it, it's going to bend a little bit. But anyway, that's the only way to get those crystals on there. So there's another one. So it's just a fun little way of making dangles, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. I thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.